I'm making this video for my friends at the Bimmer Forum, and here's the dilemma. There's something fishy going on here. I turn on the parking lights, and you'd think that I would have a parking light on that side, or otherwise known as the running lamp, and a parking light on that side. Running lamp. Yes, they work. Well, last night, or 2 nights ago, I think I need new squeak, 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 squeak. Need new hydraulic struts to hold this trunk lid open. Of course, it's freezing cold here. Oh, it's open. So here's the deal. This car is haunted. My Mercedes has a bad socket here. I jiggle it, light goes on. Put the brakes on, I get a warning light on the dash. No brake lights. I jiggle it, it goes back on. I cleaned every connection and polished and shined and scraped. But this car is different. I came to get it inspected over there at the junkyard, and I was going to run a wire between this running lamp and that one because this one wasn't working. And I jiggled and wiggled and quiggled and squiggled it, and it would not come on. I took that working bulb and I put it on that side, dead, which points to a bad wire. I come in for inspection, I go to get a piece of wire, light's working. I get it inspected, get home, that light's not working. So I jiggled it, comes back on. So we got a loose connection, a little bit of corrosion on the socket or something. Similar to the Mercedes, look at that socket. It's rusted. Come on, focus. But this one works when you jiggle, wiggle, squiggle it. So, put it back in, and it works. So maybe if we jiggle it, it'll stop working. It'll show you that. Unscrew it, screw it in, unscrew it, screw it in. Oh, there we go, not working. See, now it's screwed in, but it's not working. But if I jiggle it a bit, it comes back on. So, pretty obvious that we've got a loose connection there. This one, I should leave well enough alone. Undo it, tighten it, works perfectly. And this socket is not corroded at all. And the bulb, when you flick it with your finger, seems to not have a broken filament. 10 watt Italy Osram 5008 Italy, 12 volts, R10W 37R 00211, blah 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 blah. But it works intermittently, and then it does not work at all, and then it works perfectly. So I went to the fuse box, and the fuse box is under the hood. Let's see what the fuse box says. The fuse box says V12. The fuse box says stoplight, instrument cluster, automatic cruise control, low and high beam headlamps, headlight flasher, front fog lights, rear fog lights, left side parking light, right side parking light, illumination of controls, license plate light, engine compartment light, US side marker lights. So the left side is completely independent, 7.5 amp fuse. The right side is the parking lights, although otherwise known as the running lamps, illumination of controls, license plate light, engine compartment light, so everything else works except the right side parking light. And the right side is the off side, otherwise known as the côté de helper, passenger side, off side. And it works when it feels like it, but everything else works. Illumination of controls, which presumably is the dashboard, maybe, the gauges, or the shifter, which the bulb is probably burned out. Illumination of controls, license plate light, those both work. Engine compartment light, falling apart, but it works. US side marker lights. I just fixed one in the back and it was corroded, but they work too. So, maybe there's a bad wire somewhere over the rainbow. But isn't it strange that it works? Then it doesn't work. So the wires, here's my trailer wires. I just shoved those in. Isn't that crude? I just took this trailer wire and shoved it in. So you'd think if I would jiggle the